Now that we have created our price ratio versus market share models, now we can actually complete our analysis. I'm going to show you how to do this analysis using the market share model 1 and market share model 2, one after the other. Let's first start with the third degree polynomial market share model. So assume that Woodrow price starts at 2.5 and their price increases by 5 cents every year. So I'll actually do this. 0.05, then copy this, then paste special, formulas only. That shows me that the competition price goes from 2.5 to 2.95 over the next 10 years. Let's assume our price for the balls is going to be starting at $2 and then it's going to increase by 8 cents every year. And again, I'm just picking these numbers to illustrate what we're doing. They don't really have any business rationale behind them. Special. So our price goes up from $2 to $2.72. Now that we have the competition price and our price for each year, let's find the price ratio. So the first year our price is 1.25. So these are our ratios. I'm going to copy this, paste it all the way down. As you can see, our price ratio is getting smaller, which means our price is getting closer to the competition's price. Now let's look at the market size. We're given the initial market size and assume that that's in year 1998. So if you want to find the market size in 1999, then you start with the 1998 initial market size and then you multiply it with 1 plus the market growth. So that's your market size in thousands in 1999, and every year after that your market size is going to be the previous year's market size times 1 plus your market growth. Here, if I want to copy paste this all the way down, I know that the blue reference should keep moving because I want to refer to always the previous year, but the market growth reference is going to have to stay the same, so I'm going to make this an absolute reference. And then I copy this and paste it all the way down, formulas only. So this shows me how the market size for these racquetballs is going to grow over the next 10 years. Next thing I need to do is figure out how my market share is going to be. So for that, I will go to the formula I have here, which tells me, well, given your price ratio, what your market share is going to be. I'm going to copy this formula. And then paste it here. But the thing that I need to watch out here is it's using values from A9, but I don't want to use those. I want to use the E14 numbers. So I'm going to have to keep bringing these to E14 one by one. Now all my values are referring to E14 references. As you can see, I could have also typed over these A9 references and made them E14. Got this, and then I'm going to copy this. Got this, and now I'm going to copy this and paste formula all the way down. So as you can see, since my price is getting closer to the competitor's price, my market share is going down. slowly from 25% to around 16%. Now the next thing we need to figure out is how many balls our company are going to sold, and we should just say our company here to make it more obvious. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to say, here's the market size, here's how much share I'm getting, that's how many people will be buying the balls I make, and then I'm going to multiply it with this number, which tells me how many balls each player buys. So when I want to copy paste this formula all the way down, I want the blue reference and the pink reference to keep moving, but the purple reference should stay the same. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight the pink reference and make it absolute. And I'm going to copy this and paste it all the way down as a formula. Now I see decimals here, so you may think, oh, I'm selling balls, so this should not be decimal, but since I'm looking at these numbers in thousands, that actually makes sense. This is not 0.65 balls, but it's actually 650 balls. Alright, the next thing I need to do is look at my profit figures. Well, that's easy to figure out. I know how many balls I'm selling each year, and then I know what my price is and I know what my variable cost is. So I'm going to include all that. So my profit for 1999 is going to be how many balls I sell times my price that year minus my variable cost in that year. And take a moment and try to figure out if we have to make anything an absolute reference here. The pink cell or the blue cell or the purple cell. And again, if you want to copy it all the way down, you know that the blue one needs to keep moving, the pink one needs to keep moving, but the purple one needs to stay put. So I will make my purple cell reference absolute. I will copy this and paste formula. So as you can see, my profit is actually growing very healthily. So now let's calculate the net present value of this investment. So we have the NPV function that asks us for a discount rate. Then it asks us all our cash flow values from year 1 to year 10. Now I'm going to multiply this by 1,000 because I want to compare this figure to the initial investment, which wasn't multiplied by 1,000. So this will tell me the exact discounted cash flow of the profit. I'm going to say minus my initial investment. And then I hit enter, and I get that my net present value is around 36 million. So this is definitely an investment that's worth considering. Now this is my net present value using the first market share model. Now let's see how this is going to look like if I were to use the second market share model. For that, I'm going to remove the market share percentages that were coming from model 1, and I'm going to get market share values from model 2. So I have my price ratios here from 1.25 to 1.08. If you look at your second market share model, if I can put the market share, if I can put the price ratios here, then I'll be able to get the market shares here. So what I'll do is I will have a cell reference from A10 through A19 that links to my model. Copy this formula, paste formulas here. So as you can see, at each step I have linked this to what I had calculated in the original model. Now I'm going to copy these 5 formulas and then paste them all the way down, formulas only. And as you can see, I'm always in interval 2 in this particular setup, but my market share keeps going down from 26% again to 16%. So let's go ahead and link now these market shares to those values. Copy, paste. Now, as you can see with the second model, the NPV just went up from 36 million to 37 million. So there's not a huge difference in the investment worthiness of the venture, whether you use market share model 1 or market share model 2. And that concludes our analysis for the racquetball exercise.